is childishness, is pettiness to fight over members. When we didn't share our blood for anybody. When did you die? When did you share your blood? You didn't die. You haven't shed your blood for anybody. So let's stop all this foolishness. And you congregation members, stop dividing our ranks. You know, stop living here and going there. And when you go here, you go and say this about that. Just stop it. One of the things God hates, sometimes we talk about God hates divorce and things, but God hates 6 things, and the 7th is an abomination. And the 7th, which is an abomination beyond what he hates, is those who sow seed of discord among brethren. Because one of the most powerful things God requires of you and I is fellowship with the brethren. They continued in fellowship, in breaking of bread, and in prayer daily. And let me tell you something. Virtual worship may be good for the season, but we should be careful that we don't embrace it, and we should be careful that it doesn't become the order of the day. Because hear me, it doesn't matter how much you are in love with a man or a woman. Distance, friendship, relationship, marriage will never cause you to be pregnant. It doesn't matter what you show each other unless you meet face to face, eyeball to eyeball, bone to bone, flesh to flesh, blood to blood. You will never conceive and you will never give birth. So there is a level of relationship and impact you need that will never come through virtual fellowship. Hands must be laid upon you. There come a time when hands must be laid upon you. Other than that, there will be no continuity. And that's why there is spiritual bankruptcy in Europe. Because for whatever reason, the fathers and the men who carry the oil and the mantle and receive it from their fathers and great-grandfathers never passed it on to the next generation. They died with it. And I worry a lot when I look at this generation. I worry a lot. There's a separation from fathers and from the children. Everybody is on his own, and they call it privacy, privacy, privacy. It's foolishness. What kind of privacy? We belong to one another. Listen, the number one sin of humanity is rebellion against God. John the Baptist said, "Behold the Lamb of God that taketh away not the sins," plural, singular, the sin of this world. You know what the sin of this world? Rebellion against God. And you know what the rebellion is? Independence of God. I can do without God. I don't need him. I'm all by myself. I'm okay. No, you are not. We were never meant to be alone. One of the things through this pandemic time that has taken many lives than the pandemic itself is loneliness. Loneliness have buried and taken so many people away. And you know why? Because of pride. It's pride. It's pride for you to feel like I don't need anybody. Something is wrong with you. You were never meant or created or made to ever be alone. And one of the strongest men that ever lived died alone. He ended up dying with his enemies because he was too anointed, he was too gifted and too successful and too powerful, by the name of Samson. Samson didn't die by vulnerability or weakness. It was his strength that killed him. He was so strong, so gifted, so anointed that it was the strength that destroyed him. He felt like, I can fight, I can kill 1,000 of the Philistines on my own. He killed a lion with nothing in his hand. Nothing. Say nothing. Nothing. Have you seen a man, nothing in his hands, killing a lion? He tore the lion apart with his hand. Nothing. That was how powerful he was. And he went down because he was all alone.